5 rounds possible. Tonight's Fight Clock is brought to you by Toyo Tires. Cory Sandhagen is the favorite. We'll call it -200 in the gray. TJ Dillashaw, the underdog, in whites.
They both seem real locked in. Dillashaw right away puts him on his heels.
Dillashaw fights best moving forward. That's where he's the most comfortable. I see Sandhagen circling, trying to get him to chase him and pull him into the big shots, similar to what he did to Frankie.
You know, I did that on the telestrator earlier, right? He tried to throw that knee against Moraes, but Moraes wasn't going forward. He hit him in the shoulder. Frankie won't stay back. So as he pressed, Sandhagen landed the knee. Dillashaw will be going forward, so he will find those opportunities.
Big leg kick for Sandhagen is his first big strike.
Stunned him there.
The right cross.
Stunned him with that right.
Flying knee.
Another knee to a reverse triangle.
How about that?
That's what he's doing. He pulls you into it. That reverse triangle's tight. We saw Toby Mata land this on Jorge Masvidal a long time ago. And he cut the nose with that knee.
Cut on the bridge of the nose
That's
of
real
Dillashaw.
tight.
Yeah, that's in there.
Dillashaw's in trouble here.
That's super tight right there, but he's got it, but it's not in.
He got out.
Good defense.
Part of the reason he got out too, because Sandhagen looks like he's trying to roll to a leg. And I don't know why.
I think Sandhagen cut him with that knee too on his way in.
Now Dillashaw with the pressure. And he finds himself in side control, top half. Sandhagen gives the back, but returns to his feet. This is what Sandhagen expected. Said he thought Dillashaw would force him against the fence.
Yep, and try to slow him down, get close, stay in tight, wrestle him. But, you know, we saw Cory Sandhagen struggle here with Aljamain Sterling, but not many people are as good on the back as Aljo, right? So he shouldn't feel like he's in such danger against Dillashaw. Dillashaw isn't known for submissions, but right now TJ's controlling him, landing those knees to the back of the leg.
I mean, this is a really good position. We've seen Khabib win this position so much. He keeps it the whole time, drags you to the mat. Sandhagen's able to split between them, create the space, back in the open. Nice right hand.
Counter from Sandhagen after Dillashaw landed. They return right to the center halfway through the rounds.
Sandhagen is also so big for the weight. He's 5'11". He's a really tall guy. So he can hit you at range whenever you can't get to him.
Well, I like the way he's scrambling out of these takedown attempts from Dillashaw. He's using unorthodox methods with rolls and creating scrambling techniques with the jiu-jitsu.
Oh!
Nice left hand lands for Dillashaw.
Sandhagen shook it off, but big land with the left.
See, both these guys move their feet so well that when most of their opponents sit in front of them, both of them are out of the way when they're looking to land.
And it was off that roll that TJ does, right? TJ throws punches and he rolls and he throws on the same side that he's rolling.
And because of the stance switch of Sandhagen, it's keeping Dillashaw from being able to land his traditional southpaw stance and then follow up. He goes 1-2 from conventional and then switches to southpaw, and Sandhagen switching with him.
More pressure from Dillashaw. 90 seconds to go, round one. Back against the fence.
Dillashaw's crowding the kicks of Sandhagen, which is putting him in position to get here. That's why he's been here 2 times already this round. Because every time Cory tries to kick, TJ crowds the kick. And now he's got the arm.
Those rolls will work early, but as the fight goes on, TJ's gonna adjust to those rolls off the takedown, as you just saw a second ago.
Hammered from the bottom. And up kicks are eligible with Dillashaw on his feet right now.
Especially as he gets to go to his corner and talk to him about how they counter Cory Sandhagen in these rolls off the takedowns.
Still got that left leg, but not in danger right now is Dillashaw.
If Dillashaw starts to feel himself getting into real trouble, he'll turn and kick away, right? So he's pretty comfortable right here.
Big shot on the way in for Dillashaw as he jumps back in the pool.
Don't grab the things, you can push. Don't grab.
Sandhagen keeping the leg here is keeping the edge off of Dillashaw's strikes, so it's not heavy shots he's landing. He's just keeping him safe right here on this leg.
You're about to lose it. Don't pull. Get your fingers out.
Stern warnings from Herb Dean with the fingers in the fence for Dillashaw. Hammer fist for the former champion while Sandhagen chases submission.
That's the problem with playing with legs. We talked about it earlier.
There it is.
Final seconds of round one, and they'll spend it in the clinch.
He gets to the heel hook, and you see Dillashaw just says, forget about it, I'm just gonna start punching. And when he does so, I think he wrenches. But man, you gotta be careful with those heel hooks.
It's when he went back inside and his knee got bent going forward. He was landing great shots, but Sandhagen was just wrenching it.
Yep.
Until it got a little bit too difficult for Sandhagen, and he avoided and got out of the leg lock.
So we'll keep an eye on that left knee of TJ Dillashaw as he immediately forces the pressure once again.
And you can see he's not putting a lot of weight on it now even. Who knows what he did to it.
But Sandhagen circled to the left to start the round. Dillashaw certainly wasn't as explosive in terms of bouncing off of it.
Yes, there it is. Pull and shut forward.
That was a real nice transition there by Dillashaw. He went arm drag and roll to get his head off to the side, but Sandhagen just responded well.
Wow, just through the knee, or through the leg. Dillashaw scrambles in retreat.
See, he's feeling out that knee when he does that jump right now. He's trying to see what's going on with it. It doesn't feel right to him. And you can see him testing it out.
But great first round for Dillashaw. Dillashaw won that first round.
Yep. Sandhagen's calm, too. Very calm right now, very patient.
Well, you understand he has 5 rounds. Oh!
Nice 1-2 on the return from Sandhagen after the combination from Dillashaw. They continue to trade in the center.
That was a beautiful 1-2 by Sandhagen. Switch up the speed on the jab, then the second jab was a little faster, and then the right hand followed it.
The pressure of TJ is what's really giving him success right now. And nice shift from Sandhagen there to stay out of the way. Both these guys are just staying out of the pocket so that the other one can't land their power. It's very strategic. Ooh, nice right uppercut from Sandhagen there.
It's crazy that Dillashaw gets so close into range with his hands down so low. But he's got great vision. He anticipates when the shots are coming in his direction. He's able to move his head on. Oh,
nice left.
Sandhagen down with that one. How about Dillashaw scrambling?
Well,
and right back to his feet.
Sandhagen threw something a little bit extra, right? He threw 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. And that last time he threw that 3 on the backside.
And you're seeing him defend the takedowns better and better because he's starting to get that range and land the big shots right there. Oh! He's dictated the range now. He's found TJ's range.
That dude is, Sandhagen is good, man.
He's got the read now. He feels what TJ's doing. He's got the read on the takedowns, and he's got the range on the stand-up.
Right. Tried to find a home for that big right hook again, and Dillashaw's been busted open.
TJ open bad.
Oh, so much so that Herb Dean
will be there all night.
Take a look. Big right hand, and you can see the cut open up. The inside part of that right eye from Dillashaw.
Sandhagen's looking for the perfect counter shot right now, and you can see it. He's fighting movement backwards, and that's what he's able to do so well, which is different, is Sandhagen. He can fight forward and back.
Oh! Flying Sandhagen. Put up with an elbow and a combination.
He lands that knee crazy that it lands so frequently.
And that spinning elbow landed as well.
But look at how tough Dillashaw is.
It's really compromised. Like, let's go. The vision's compromised with that blood dripping in.
Sandhagen's so good at staying safe. He picks the right shots, and then he hits you, and you can't hit him back because he's always twisting off the angle.
Just twisting off the angle.
Seeing how he's always curling out. He goes one way and then peels the other, and that keeps him from being in the pocket where TJ's the most effective.
TJ needs to get to the end of this round, to get to the corner and get the cut man to work on that eye a little bit, get some Vaseline in there, try to stop the bleeding some.
This position is his most successful position the whole fight. If TJ can get it here every round, one time around, he can have some success and still win this fight.
And TJ Dillashaw said something about his knee between rounds, and since that knee, since that comment, Sandhagen has really poured it on. Maybe the movement of Dillashaw is compromised, especially when we all know TJ for being a guy that has fantastic movement to set up his shots.
Especially early on in the fight.
Sandhagen keeping his feet there. Final 15 seconds of round 2. No more commercial breaks until this fight is over. Dillashaw will keep the back here and certainly the best place for him in round number 2. And it's a big elbow. Sandhagen breaks away, and there's the horn. Heard the corner work from TJ Dillashaw's corner, Bang Ludwig, and plenty of other coaches in there. That's a big difference in his 2 years off. Said he's found a lot of different coaches to join him.
It looks to me like TJ's let go of the thought of his knee. And he's just moving now.
Yep.
I think he's woke up after, you know, that second round. He's like, you know what, screw the knee. He's after it now. You can see he's not babying it, anything.
Well, his coach just told him, you know, like, you're being lazy. And he admitted it. He just openly said, yeah, being lazy, that's why I'm getting caught. So now he's going to try to pressure. They said, hey, you're in the garage now. That's what Coach Calavita. The workouts are legendary in that garage that these guys go through. So he can push.
And of course, Dillashaw, no stranger to 5-round big-time title fights. Cory Sandhagen, this is his second UFC main event, but his first 5-rounder was ended in round 2 in impressive fashion.
Sandhagen do a good job with the hand control here. With that other hand, he's created an opening where he can slide out the back. TJ doing a good job going back to the legs. He's going to get behind again like we've seen every round. See what he can do with it.
And this the first time since August of 2019 for Cory Sandhagen to even enter a 3rd round. But he also trains in Denver at high elevation, so doesn't figure that to be any sort of issue. Back on the back is TJ Dillashaw, now softening up the legs.
And that's key when you're fighting a guy like Dominic Cruz or Cory Sandhagen. They move so much, you want to try to beat up the legs.
Oh. Sandhagen's hands are looking nice in this fight. I mean, the way he switches stance and fires straight punches,
well,
it's just effortless.
The cut's bothering Dillashaw now.
Hey, you can't
see. You see him wincing. You see him patting at the eye. You can't see. It's really bugging him, the blood. Yeah, the blood in the eye sucks. I remember getting cut by Alexander Gustafsson, and it feels like it's burning. And every time the blood goes in your eye, it's just like this burning sensation.
And on top of that, you're also thinking, I remember when I got cut against Cody, you're thinking, I got to get in there and finish this because the ref could stop this at any moment. So you tend to rush a little bit, and then that creates openings for your opponent, as we're seeing right now.
Wow, what a right hand by Sandhagen.
Heavy leg kick from Dillashaw, buckled Sandhagen for a moment. There's another.
That's a few of them.
And he's really keeping the right hand above that cut.
Sandhagen's really timing so well right now.
Sandhagen keeps throwing these shots, though. He throws these spinning attacks, and every time he gets taken down. And every time Dillashaw's on top, Dillashaw's gaining control. It looks good to the judges. We've seen tonight some weird judging, to say the least.
Right.
Sandhagen looks the best when he stays fundamentally sharp. When he sticks to the fundamentals, he's picking apart TJ Dillashaw. When he gets flashy, TJ's able to wrestle him and get to these dominant positions here and there.
But it's been flashy knockouts each of the last 2 for Sandhagen, so you can see why
it's hard.
You want that feeling, right?
Yep.
It's a double-edged sword, definitely.
He's going to try to jump here. You can almost see when he does that.
Spin attacks are always there.
Spin or jump, only when you're coming forward and he's in the conventional stance. He's not throwing that big knee from the southpaw.
Look how long he stays with those punches. He doesn't overcommit to anything. His hips are gone, but his straight punches stay out there. Then he's back out the pocket.
I think that's the beauty of Sandhagen, right? He doesn't try to throw everything hard. He's okay with just touching Dillashaw. But I got to be honest, man, Dillashaw's had a really good round.
Oh, he's looking good in this fight. This whole fight's looked good.
Those leg kicks have been real important for TJ Dillashaw. I'd like to see the strikes this round.
Coming up on 1 minute to go as Dillashaw stays busy. We'll show you round by round, DC. Neck and neck here in round number 3. And in round number 1, you had Dillashaw with some ground control time and close-in strikes.
And pressure in Sandhagen right now. Oh, Sandhagen takes a shot. Beautiful throw by Dillashaw.
Him shooting is not a good sign when you're watching Sandhagen in film. I mean, he's so good from the outside, but I think the pressure of Dillashaw is causing the mess up in the rhythm and the timing of Sandhagen.
TJ is just pressuring him, going forward, taking everything he's hitting him with, and just continuing down the path. He's taking instruction from his coaches. He's in his corner, looking at him and almost having a conversation. He's fighting a really good 3rd round, man.
Knees to the head, again.
And this is a championship level fight. When you're moving into the 4th and 5th round, this is where you figure out how bad you want it. Both these guys are evenly matched for 3, and that's why you create these next 2 rounds, to really split it and see how bad he's
hammering away in the final seconds is Dillashaw. Oh, and that one was late.
Shot at the end.
Dillashaw started hammering away in the final seconds, and Sandhagen wanted one back. You be the judge. All right, after 3 rounds, I mean, I think you can make a case that it's 2-1.
Yeah, I mean,
either way, but Dillashaw with a good round 3 there.
I feel confidently it's 2 rounds for Dillashaw because those leg kicks are paying dividends. The outside leg kick, look, it's constantly landing, touching up Cory Sandhagen with those shots.
He's waiting for Sandhagen to switch stance, and he's firing on the stance switch to the leg.
Dillashaw starting to feel it now. And Dom, to your point last round, what left knee? Dillashaw just letting it all go.
Yeah, you saw it when it was hurt, but he's let go completely of that thought.
Dillashaw seems to be getting stronger.
Big headbutt took place a second ago, too.
Yeah.
Nice timing on the takedown there. To create that clinch right when Sandhagen comes in is key, and these are the championship rounds I was talking about. You have to be tactical and smart.
And Dillashaw's been there. He's been in these championship rounds with you. He's been in there with Morale. He's been in there with the best bantamweights of all time. So he will not fall victim to the moment, right? It's on Cory Sandhagen now to up his level to match what TJ Dillashaw is doing right now.
And these guys are all making the adjustments. If you got footwork, the legs are being attacked. That's what people are fighting me like. That's what people are fighting Sandhagen like. People are going to fight DJ that way. People are going to fight Demetrius Johnson that way. Anybody with footwork, they're going to attack the legs. It's just the way it's been, and that's what we're seeing TJ do now. You got to have that defense and then add the boxing and the wrestling with it.
Dillashaw has the 5-round experience, but the last time he went the full 25 minutes, Dom, was against you, January of 2016, with a bantamweight title on the line. Basically a coin flip right now after Cory Sandhagen was minus 200 at the start of the fight.
Sandhagen has got to take, he's got to take initiative again. He's got to get back to punching and landing from his range like he was doing earlier. Like that.
Big left.
Ooh, big heavy shots now.
Gonna load it up again.
2 minutes are done. Now Sandhagen's ready to go have his turn at the striking. It's almost like he waits for that for TJ to explode and let all that energy out, and then you see Sandhagen start making the decisions and slowly pick apart.
It's when he's responsible. When he's responsible, he picks TJ apart. It's when he tries to spin or throw a spinning elbow and he turns his back. TJ takes advantage.
Look how Sandhagen can slide backwards the whole time and still fire and be very sharp with those punches. That's what makes him different. It's forward and backward movement all the time.
This is an easy fight though, right? This is easy for Sandhagen. He is picking TJ apart.
Oof.
But what's the difference in this round? He has not done any type of crazy attacks.
TJ does this every round though, like I was saying. Every round he's gotten behind him and gotten to this position. And how are the judges seeing that? We don't know right now, according to the last couple, judging. So I
mean, I have no idea how to judge a fight in this climate. I don't know what's happening. I really don't know what's happening.
They're going to score the takedown. I think it's going to come down to this 5th round.
Takedowns for Dillashaw. He's notched 2, but 13% land rate. Sandhagen's done a great job at keeping the feet.
Yeah, he has. But they don't count takedowns whenever you take the back, right? So how many times has TJ been on his back inside of the octagon? Yeah.
Final 90 seconds of round number 4.
But this is a much better round for Cory.
Right. New territory for Cory Sandhagen. Fight going this far in the UFC. Dillashaw forcing him back to the fence once again.
Like this, right? They won't count this as a takedown. But TJ's in an advantage, but he's in an advantage position, right? This may be counted as a failed takedown attempt because he hit the legs first. But the reality is, every time somebody hits the leg, it's not intended for you to take them all the way to the ground.
Nope. This is just octagon control is how I would see it, not necessarily a takedown. He's not trying a takedown until he drops to the legs or something. This is just holding on to this man right here.
But these exchanges loom large because they're so close in the striking numbers. Sandhagen trying to stick the jab. Significant strikes in round 4, narrowly in favor of the Colorado native. Getting a little busier there trying to chase him down. Final 10 of round 4. Big swing and a spin wobble, Dillashaw.
Dillashaw yells every time he gets hit with something big. He like postures. Right here, you see that nice little right jab by Sandhagen. That body shot landed right on the money, and then the spin right there by Cory Sandhagen. I mean the chin on TJ.
The scorecards are: the tension is thick in the UFC Apex tonight. Fans in the building. TJ Dillashaw open up with leg kicks. Live odds look like this. They have shifted in favor of the former champion.
The Dillashaw corner was very confident about round 4. I wouldn't have been that confident. But they feel like round 5 is their round. They know that their fighter will not fatigue. They know that he can push through 25 minutes. But let's give a hats off to the corner man, Brad Tate. He has done a fantastic job of stopping the bleeding every time between rounds for TJ Dillashaw.
And great job by the refs and the corner and the doctors to not stop it with that cut. They could stop it if they wanted, and they didn't.
And Dillashaw has seemed to certainly deal with it a lot better as the fight's gone on as well.
And his knee, right? He's just, like Dom said, he's just forgotten about the knee. He said, I'm gonna deal with that later. But Sandhagen has started strong, round number 5. Any questions anybody had about Cory Sandhagen's ability to fight at the championship level and in the championship rounds have been answered tonight.
Also, ring rust does not exist.
Well, you said that.
I was just going to say.
I'm seeing it right now. This is to your left. Another man with it.
Dillashaw looks good, man.
You train, you can get through it, and we're seeing this. What a beautiful timing takedown there.
So again, that's...
Wow, that time scores it. Sandhagen explodes right back to his feet.
I wonder how much stake the judges are putting into this position right here. I wonder if they're giving Dillashaw credit for getting here over and over again against Sandhagen.
Sandhagen breaks free. Habib says it's 2-2.
Yes, and Habib is a great judge of fights. Just add that to the list of things my boy does very, very well. His eye for fighting is as good as anybody I know.
3 minutes to go. Sandhagen breaks free. The cut appears to be bothering Dillashaw once again as it reopens. Won't hold him back, though.
Well, he's just pressuring Cory. Oh, nice. Straight left hand by Sandhagen. Sandhagen's fighting great round.
Sandhagen still dancing on the outside and looking for space. Playing sniper. Dillashaw, the aggressor. Nice counter from Sandhagen.
It's when Dillashaw misses with those big shots that Sandhagen comes back with a nice straight right hand. It's at the end of the combinations. Cory Sandhagen just extends him by one punch, and he's been getting to TJ. There it is, you saw that?
Oh, yeah, he's
Dillashaw lands the right hand, Sandhagen comes back.
He's waiting for TJ to finish his combos, and then he peels out and hits him with a big one.
Yep.
Right at the end.
Dillashaw forces another clinch. We show you the striking numbers in favor of Sandhagen. Clinch against the fence, but not much in the way of offense. Scott, oh, his fingers were in the fence there for a moment. Now they break free. Dillashaw landed some big shots. Sandhagen, sharpshooter.
And you got to remember, TJ's been pushing Sandhagen back the whole fight. He's put him on the fence a lot. We've watched them judge 2 separate fights where the person who got taken down lost the fight, even if they outstruck the other person. So you got to look at how the judges have judged all the other fights tonight and see how they'll judge this one too.
Dillashaw's got his hands locked, but he's not even trying to finish the takedown, right? He's just trying to get back up to the body so he can try to get around the corner and get the back of Sandhagen. But I mean, the pressure of Dillashaw is something to be held.
This fight has become a coin flip.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. And the damage on the face of Dillashaw does not tell the whole story. It is anybody's guess. There's
nice body
30
shot.
seconds to go. Sandhagen getting busier.
That was a beautiful body shot by Cory.
Back and forth, these two. What
this
a beautiful
has been a great
display.
fight.
Respect for both these bantamweights. They put it out there tonight. Awesome work.
Final 15, the crowd's on their feet. Dillashaw lands another big one.
10 seconds left.
Swinging
Oh
to the
my
final
goodness.
horn. Sandhagen thinks he got one on him there. And they go the
What a
distance. I mean, man.
What a fight. That is the highest level of mixed martial arts you are ever going to witness. Both of these young men should be very proud. Wow. TJ Dillashaw land that left hand. Sandhagen with a beautiful right hand that cut TJ bad. That jumping knee that hurt him. Another jab by Sandhagen. And Dominic, what a fantastic performance by both men.
These body shots from Sandhagen, the spinning attacks, the spinning heel hook, the spinning heel kicks, the spinning back fist, everything. I mean, the way that these guys fought with the takedowns, defending takedowns, mixing it all up so well. They went all 5 rounds. It's the best of the best technique. And these are some of the best bantamweights they'll see.
So the former champion has returned, ladies and gentlemen, and made a statement that he's back to compete with the best, if nothing else. Just might come out of here with a victory as well. Cory Sandhagen wanted to test himself against some of the best all time. Now it's time to end the drama, find out who won. For that, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Derek clearly scores the contest. 48-47, Sandhagen. Sal D'Amato scores it. 48-47, Dillashaw. And Junichiro Kamijo scores the contest. 48-47 for the winner by split decision, TJ Dillashaw.